Hi, it's Ann Z of the Z Sisters Pickleball channel. Today we're going to cover part 2 of the basics of scoring. Have you ever played a pickleball game and someone on the court says, "That can't be the score, you're serving from the wrong side"? I'm not sure why I had such a hard time figuring out which players had even scores and which had odd scores from the left or from the right. I just didn't get it. I think that's because as a tennis player, when you add up the scores of both sides, the even is always on the right, and the uneven or odd scores are always on the left. It's taken me a while, and now I'm going to show you how it all works and what you need to know to figure out what's correct in pickleball. The first thing is to identify the right from the left. As you're facing the net, the right side is on the right, and the left is known as the left. That's the same for tennis and pickleball. The next thing you need to know is who is server number 1 at the beginning of the game for each side. In some tournament play, a player will wear a colored wristband to ID the first server. It's also important to remember that server number 1 always starts serving from the right-hand side of the court. In our demonstration game here, it's Team Carrie versus Team Ann. Each team also has a stick figure partner. Let's call Carrie's partner Jack and Ann's partner Jill. You can see that Jack has a number 1 on his body, and so does Ann Z. We're going to keep track of their positions throughout the entire game. To begin with, the score will be 0-0-2. Only one partner will be the server for this opening sequence. After that, each side will have both partners serve until they fault out, one after the other. Jack hits the serve from the right, 0-0-2. It's heading to Ann's service box. Let's see what happens on the return. Good little spin on that, and Ann hits it wide. That is a fault for Team Ann. And point for Team Carrie. Jack and Carrie switch positions. Jack will now be serving from the left, and the score is 1-0-2. He serves without delay to Jill. And the ball goes with another little bit of spin right towards her paddle, and she returns it into the net. Oh, that's a fault for Jill. Team Carrie earns another point. Jack serves from the right, 2-0-2. Back over towards Ann. And it looks like it was wide, side out. Ann is now serving 0-2-1. From the right to Jack. Has a little spin again. And Jack hits it. And it looks like it went wide. Fault for Jack, point for Team Ann. 1-2-1. Ann serves without delay to Carrie Z on the left-hand side. Carrie attempts a return. Let's see what happens to this ball. Oh, goes over, and it lands in the kitchen. What a sneaky shot. Server number 2, Jill, is serving 1-2-2. She's the second server. That's why that third number is a 2. Serves with a little spin on that one from the right. And Jack returns it. Let's see what happens. Is there going to be a rally? And misses it. It was a nice deep shot by Jack. Fault. That is side out. Jack is the server again. 2-1-1. From the right-hand side, his score is even. Into the right service box. And Jill, what is she going to do? She returns it. Barely over the net. Fault for Jack. Carrie is serving 2-1-2 from the left. And it heads to the service box for Ann to return. little spin again. You can see that ball has a lot of action. Carrie tries to return it again, and it lands in the kitchen once more. Fault for Ann. Point for Carrie Z. 3-1-2 from the right. Carrie is the second server, and her score is odd from the right-hand side. Coming to Jill. Can she handle it? It looks like it's going to be going out. That was a nice deep serve by Carrie Z. She moves to the left. 4-1-2. Serving to Ann Z, right in the center of the box. Ann returns it barely over the net, side out. Jill is serving 1-4-1 from the right. She's a second server, so her odd score is from the right-hand side. Let's see how Jack handles this return. And over the net it goes. And it looks like it's going over. Makes it over. All right, point for Team Ann. Jill is serving from the left, 2-4-1. And she misses the serve. Got a little overconfident. 2-4-2, Ann serving from the left. Server number 1 has an even score. Notice that. Right up the middle on the inside of the line. Fault from Jack. Point for Ann Z. 3-4-2, serving to the left. From the left to Carrie's box. Let's see what happens with Carrie's return. It looks like it has some spin on it. Nice deep shot. Jill misses it. Fault. Side out. Jack is serving 4-3-1. And his ball goes right in the net. Fault. Carrie serving 4-3-2. Second server towards Ann Z. And she got a point. It was a sneaky little angle like she likes. 5-3-2 from the right. Carrie serving as server number 2. And it's an odd score for her. Ace is Jill in the center. We're not going to finish this all the way to 11. Let's call the game right here. Good game. Okay, so let's analyze what we have here. Server number 1, Jack, has 0-0-2, 2-0-2, 2-1-2, and 4-3-1. All the red scores in that right-hand box are even on the first number. Those are his scores. Carrie from the left has 2-1-2, 4-1-2, 4-3-2. All in black from the left-hand side are her even scores. For Jack and Carrie on the opposite sides, Jack had even scores from the right, and his scores are odd from the left. Carrie had even scores from the left, and she has odd scores from the right. Now let's take a look at Team Ann. Ann was server number 1. Her scores are in red. When she's on the left-hand side, she has odd scores. When she's on the right-hand side, which is where she began playing the game, she has the even first number. The opposite is true for Jill. Jill is the number 2 server. When she's on the right, her numbers are in black. They are odd numbers. And when she's on the left, her numbers are even, which is the first number. That's the conclusion of part 2 of the basics of pickleball scoring. So now when someone says, that can't be the score, you're serving from the wrong side, you'll be able to help them figure it all out. This is Ann Z with the Z Sisters Pickleball channel. Until next time, don't forget to hit subscribe and click like on this video. See you on the pickleball court.